said, do not write English now, just do your skill assessment. I keep saying skill assessment does not guarantee you job. It is written in black and white, and we will do say this. And when I see people...
Welcome and welcome back. Here we have Jane again. She is going to share with us step by step on how you can get healthcare assistant jobs in Australia as fast as possible. So as you know, Australia is opening up for so many skilled jobs, including healthcare assistant jobs, carers, and all of that. So that's what we're going to be discussing in this video today.
Hi everyone. My name is Jane Kenix on YouTube. Okay. Jane Kenix on Instagram, Jane Kenix on Twitter, Migration Coach by Jane Kenix on Facebook. I am here with my sis. All right, so we are talking Australia, like healthcare assistant job and how to come in Australia, migrate to Australia as a healthcare assistant. If you know me on this space, if you follow me on YouTube, you will know I have been a pastor spreading the gospel of this caregiver visa in Australia. I've made several videos about that, even when it was first announced in May of this year. And we talked about it, and they gave people hope and said they want carers, they want aged care assistant workers, they want different types of healthcare assistants. Now, in June, July, these two organizations that the government brought out to do skill assessment. So the thing there is that if you have a qualification as a healthcare assistant, the minimum requirement that they need is certificate 3 in healthcare assistant. It can be aged care, personal care, or whatever, disability care, but it has to be certificate 3. In Australia, certificate 3 can be run between 3 to 6 months. And in that your certificate 3, there must be practical components, in the sense that you know how you study, they say one module is for prac, where you go in an establishment or maybe as a caregiver to go and work as a caregiver, and they will mark it and they will assess you and they will add it to your result. So it is stipulated that your qualification must have a practical component to it. So it's not going to be blah, 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 online or theory and everything together. Also, I like prac, okay? So after that, you need to do your skill assessment. So these two organizations, Australian Nursing and Midwifery Council, Accreditation Council, and MAC, and Australia Community Association also. So these two, so you decide which one you go. As a qualified nurse, if you want to come to Australia as a healthcare assistant, you must go through and MAC. There is a process where you have to do for your skills, and also before you do your skill assessment, you have to prove that you're a nurse, a registered nurse, and then you do your skill assessment. But if you are a normal person that you're not a nurse, but you have this certificate and experience, you choose which one. If you're going more of healthcare disability, you go through the Australia Community Association, okay? Then if you're more of nursing assistant, aged care, personal care, go with AMAC, the Nursing Council, okay? They said, do not write English now, just do your skill assessment. I keep saying skill assessment does not guarantee you job. It is written in black and white, and we will do say this. And when I see people saying that I've done skill assessment, I'm still looking for a job, yeah. Skill assessment is one step in. You're telling them when you have a positive skill assessment, you're saying, okay, my qualification and experience is at par with that one in Australia, okay? We are one thing now, I need a job. So you start looking for a job. And I say to people, once you have a positive skill assessment, slime into their DMs, slime into their contacts. Just like we said before, Lynda, there is always a contact person, a recruiter with email, sometimes phone number. And I say to people, do not call people on phone. If you have their number and you can send SMS, send SMS. Don't call. It doesn't help well with phone call. You can be panicky, anxiety, and everything. You will mess everything up, okay? And Australia here they prefer something written than phone calls. Even when you live in Australia, one of their cultural things is to text, like texting, okay? So, but email is the perfect. Send them application letter, attach your CV there, but sell yourself, explain yourself, and explain why they should employ you. If you have a positive skill assessment, mention it that you have positive skill assessment and tell them what that means, okay? It means that now my qualification and experience matches with someone that studied and have experience in Australia because this authority have proven it. Tick. Then you start talking about your personal attributes, link it to that company policies. Of course, you should go and read up about the company and how you will bring this marvelous work attitude and culture, blah, blah, blah. You know how to do this thing, okay? All right. For some people that haven't done skill assessment, you have to choose way to do skill assessment. You need to pay for it anyways. I can't remember the amount taken. I think it's 500 and something or 200 and something. I'm not sure, Lynda. I don't want to quote that, but it is written on their website, okay? We can share this website under this video, okay? I'll send you the links. Now, when you do, what do they need for skill assessment? They need your qualification, they need your experience, they need a reference, and they need your certificate, and they need that proof that there is a practical component to your certificate. They do not need English. They will tell you how to submit your document. There is a video under their website on how to compile everything and shoot. So many people are getting positive skill assessment, okay? People that are in UK are number one, what will I say, in this one. They are the people now because they're already ready. Once this thing started, they started getting positive assessment, and some of them are getting jobs, okay? Because now they have experience in UK, and you know how this thing works, Lynda. First world country to first world country, you know? Yeah. But people back home as well should not give up, okay? Where did you study? What do you qualify for?
And go for it. When it ends, let me send you another link because you're still talking, right?
Okay, yeah. Then the process is that once you have an employer cannot employ you unless you have a skill assessment. That is one thing. So you will decide, do you go for skill assessment or you wait? So it's entirely your choice, okay? Then when you get a job, the employer will process it. It is a family visa. If they say they can come with, they don't want you to come with the family, if you can offer support, you can say, okay, I want to bring my family. If they don't want you to come with your family immediately, when you come here and start working, because you'll be earning money, you bring your family. But some employers will bring all of you, depending on how many. We've mentioned the requirements for that, having a qualification, having experience, and getting a reference, a real reference. So that's where some people have problems, because I see people bragging that they can easily do it. Now I said, when you talk about experience, they want a paid job. They don't want a volunteer job. They want to see your pay slip. They want to see where the company pay money in your account with the company's name. If they're paying you pension fund, they want to see it. That's the proof, okay, they need. They want to see where money is being paid in the company's company, okay? I think it's about a few months job. Job experience is not really the main thing. The main thing there is having that qualification, okay? All right. Now, after you've done skill assessment, it is your duty to now start looking for a job. No one guarantees you a job. So if you think it's going to be a waste of money, that you don't have that strength to be searching for a job, please do not do skill assessment. Just stay. Because even when I make my video, I will say it does not guarantee you a job. So it is your personal decision. Okay? So when you finally get it, you don't say that someone has deceived you or something. You already know from day one that it is not a guarantee for job. However, it is what? A way towards what? One step towards getting that job, because no one will employ you as a foreign trained care assistant without skill assessment in Australia. And the skill assessment is actually very easy. It's not like a full skill assessment for full migration process where you need to months and so many documentation to happen before it can go through. Okay, so find a job, and aged care workers, carers are paid handsomely in Australia. Even some nurses, sometimes when they qualify, it's hard for them to leave a carer job to even start nursing, because you find out that here you are limited, but in this one you can, get more, even do doubles and stuff. And so that visa is happening. Visa 482 for care assistant. There are two agencies, or rather two companies. There is nothing like agencies in this one. Let them not deceive you. If someone say they will get you the job, the same way you are going to search the job is the way they're going to search the job. No one is giving anybody monopoly of bringing people over from any country. So you need to apply like others, okay? If the agency said, people always ask me, give us the agencies, give us the agencies. Every country must not do like UK. You need to get this thing. Every country, they have their policy. There mustn't be agency that take money and give you this. So stop. Like, that's what I would say. They are all first world country, but they have the way they do their things. Okay. Lynda, like nine months ago, or rather, they say 6 months ago, somebody was collecting 2.5 million to give people visa in Australia. I said visa 482. I said to them, some of them are my people contacted me on my DM. I said to them, it's fake. I said, ask your agent these questions, this and that. Come back to me. I will tell you whether it's real or fake. Some of them asked and there was no good response. Some of them did not, because they are scared that when they ask, they will take them off the list. Like, seriously, with your money. So after everything, it brought out this visa. Yes, it looks like Australian visa. I said, go to Vivo and check it. I can check it for you in the Vivo. When they send it to me, they bled off their visa grant number. And you know how you use certain number to check your visa online? So he grades some of them out that you cannot. So for them to complete their payment. Okay. Why I'm telling this story is that for you guys to know, when someone tells you that something, someone that have had experience is telling you that something is not right, you need to listen. Like, but you know, someone said they are using charm. I say it's not charm, it's desperation. You know, when you are desperate for something, and when you hear someone talking, at least give them listening ear. Don't just, find out where they're coming from. They are not jealous of you. I'm already here. I can't be jealous of you. I'm just telling you the real thing. Okay. So this dude released the visa and glared out this thing for them to pay the balance. I say, man, I can't check this. There's no how I can check this. The numbers needed for checking, the passport number is there. Visa application number is not complete. Visa grant number is not complete. What do I use to check? So some of them said they went ahead and pay. You know, after they paid, you gave them real visa. Lynda, the visa grant number is longer than the normal visa grant number. Immediately I put this in, the system rejected it and warned me that this is not. When the people I checked for went to the man started apologizing, said you will pay them back. Up to now, I don't know the story, whether they've paid. I decided one blocked me when I was telling her, ask this question. I'm following her up like I'm following a sister. She stopped responding until boom, I was warning her not to complete the payment. I was asked for it. You know me, when I'm fighting like, I said, don't pay that payment. Ask him to give you that this thing to. After all, he has your passport. If you have a visa and he doesn't give you your passport, he's still holding your property. Tell him to show you the complete visa that you will pay everything. After all, he still has your passport. This person refused and said, I know this person is a professor. When the chips were down, they don't really know the real contact of this person because it's not existing. Why I'm saying this is of people that form the habits of asking about agency. And even under this video, there is no agency. It's not existing. Okay. There are only 2 companies that have signed MOU for bringing care assistants or care health workers or health workers in Australia. The other one is Cotton Heritage and the other one is Living. I can't remember, but there are only 2. Cotton Heritage, and there are 2. I've shared them on my video. I've made video about them. Why I'm saying this is that you need to go to their website and apply. If they say register your interest and wait. Okay. So it means that when they bring another job, they will notify you. Okay. Another thing is that when you go and search for this healthcare job, you can shoot the same way I talk about visa 482 for other profession. Go to their contact person or contact email. Talk about this, talk about you haven't done your skill assessment, talk about your experience and your personality that will match with theirs, and so on. Okay. Then you wait and you keep giving, keep going, you don't give up. Okay. So that is about healthcare assistant. And the one good thing about healthcare assistant visa is this, Lynda. Remember, I said that when you come with visa 482 in other occupation, you have to stay for 3 years before you get a permanent resident. Remember, good. So the government has a pathway just to show you how desperate they need these people. Okay. It's just that some employers are still at the backyard. They don't want to sign MOU, but we are hoping that more will sign because they are using students in Australia, foreign students, to try to bridge the gap of aged care. But now they are cutting the number of students they bring in. So definitely it's going to choke them. It will choke them like this, that most of them will start signing MOU to bring people. Okay. So 2 have signed. We are waiting for more to sign. Okay. And you all will still be trooping in and coming to Australia. There is skill shortage. So just like I was saying, if you have visa 482 under care assistant visa, healthcare assistant visa, aged care visa, you're only going to stay for 2 years, work equivalent of 2 years employment, equivalent of 2 years, you will apply for your permanent resident. You know what that means, Lynda? Okay, it means that before 4 years, you become a citizen of Australia, because you have to stay in Australia for 4 years to be a citizen. So once you become a permanent resident after 2 years, you have another 2 years, then you make it 4 years, you apply for your permanent resident. You apply for citizenship. That is the easiest, okay? And that is why you should know it is very competitive. You will know it. There is no people, only people from your country, people from all over Africa, all over Asia, they are into this. So when you are searching for a job, I want you to remember this. It is the easiest way to have a permanent resident in Australia, because while others are waiting for 3 years, you only wait for 2 years and you shoot. Okay? All right.
Thank you so much for that comprehensive explanation. So guys, everyone that is still asking questions about healthcare assistant jobs in Australia, you have heard it. This is someone that has the experience. Not everybody telling you these things I know and I have experienced this, but Jane has experienced it, and if you see how she explained it, you know that she.
All right, thank you. Another thing I want to say, is that skill assessment will last. That skill assessment will last for 5 years. Okay, so it doesn't expire easily. So you can use it and keep looking for a job. All right.
So okay, you have time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for me. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. I wish everyone the very best.